Bishop, what's going through your mind as you watch that feature, those two young ladies who are victims of unsafe abortions, given their circumstances?
Vicky, it's the first thing is that is a very sad issue. When we address the abortion issue, as you said, is emotive, but also is also fairly articulate. There are several things that are there. One is that both the child, first the child, and this the mother, these two women and others, are both victims, unfortunately. And many times we are paying too much attention to the issue of the abortion and maybe not to look at the bigger social issues that lead to this situation. So in the first place is to say, of course, the church has a very clear stand.
Yeah.
And the stand is not so much as anti-abortion as pro the life, both of the mother and of the child.
Right.
Both are lives to be protected. And therefore, in our trying to take care of the situation they find themselves in, we want the mother to have a safe delivery, but we also want the child to be delivered safely. So in this case, and here, for example, we're speaking about safe delivery and maternity, which is obviously one area that now in our country we're speaking a lot.
Yeah.
So within abortion, rather than just first think that this is an abortion issue, let's think it is a mother-child issue. So what runs through me is, first, we must ensure that any child, and we know that much as we may say a thing in the tummy of the mother, we all know, even in our African tradition, that's a little child.
Right.
And that little child needs protection, and the first protection is from the mother. But the mothers sometimes also need protection because they are victims of pressures from their families, from the boyfriend we've just had, from the parents who are worried about status,
Right.
and from the society at large. And sometimes the poor lady finds herself in a very confusing situation. And rather than having someone who received them and maybe help them through the difficult period, we easily just give them an easy solution and say, go abort. And we afterwards abandon them into all the trauma that comes after. And I think that is something deeper. It's not just about the abortion, even if it was safe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of post-abortion women who are really going through a lot of difficulties, and we come across it pastorally. So we want the mother to also be helped through this very tough period, especially if she's a single mother,
Right.
or she's in school, or she's gotten pregnant in very difficult circumstances.
Let's talk about a woman in the context of the church. She's religious, she's unmarried, and she's pregnant. And a lot of times she would be pushed to go have an abortion even though it goes against her beliefs because of the stigma that is attached to her status. How do we deal with that in terms of a church?
I think one of the things Pope Francis has done great too in emphasizing in the last year of mercy that the issue first of those who have gone through this abortion and have felt the weight of the big grave crime and perhaps sin also, not perhaps really, that still everything is open. God forgives and life continues. So there is a sense of you're not stigmatized, you are one of us.
Right.
Yes, a woman who gets pregnant and has a child and she's single, we welcome her. And this is something we must tell the parents, that when your daughter gets pregnant, even if she's informed to, embrace her. Tell her, don't worry, you are with us. Come back home. You sit, we take care of you. I know things have gone wrong. You didn't plan like this, but we shouldn't say, oh my goodness,
Right.
what have you done to us? Which is a little bit of this status issue. So
Right.
as church, we're very open to all those persons who find themselves as mothers, even in circumstances they did not foresee. We also understand those who find themselves in a situation where they do not think they can support the child.
Exactly.
We have areas, we have facilities, we have institutions, and I would also appeal the government in terms of adoption should make adoption much easier. And these children, I remember we've said it, I have said it, many bishops have said it, if you don't want the child, have him, have her, bring him to me. I'll look after him. I'll put him in a place where I'm sure he will grow up.
Right.
And maybe after he's 6 or 7, you come back and say, oh, you know, that's my son. I want him back. Because there is that love that is within. It's just the circumstances surrounding such births
Right.
that cloud the mind of the poor people. That's why I say they're victims, need attention, need support, both medical, psychological, counseling, but above all, even in the church, we need to have space for them. And we shouldn't label them as if they are the black sheep. No, they are as sinners as we are, only that they are more visible in what has happened in their life.
Great.
But my sins are not visible, but they are still bad.
And Bishop, we have to leave it there. Thank you
you.
so much. I hope that message was heard loud and clear, that the
Yes.
grace is extended to those even though they have made a mistake and
Yes.
sin. Thank you so much.